Have you ever noticed this strange contradiction? Some days, you're the sharpest person in the room. You catch mistakes before they become problems. You sense tension before anyone says a word. You connect ideas that others don't even notice. And then there are days when the same job feels unbearable. Not harder, not more complex, just louder, heavier, draining. By midday, your brain feels scattered. By evening, you're exhausted for no clear reason. Meanwhile, people around you seem fine. They jump from meeting to meeting. They answer messages instantly. They stay upbeat in chaos. And eventually you start wondering, is something wrong with me? Why can't I handle what everyone else can? Am I just not built for this world? This video is for the people who ask those questions. Here's the truth most workplaces never explain. Some people don't process less information. They process more. Not emotionally, not philosophically, biologically. Roughly 1 in 5 people has a nervous system that takes in more data, processes it more deeply, and reacts to it more strongly. That doesn't make them fragile, it makes them precise. But precision comes with a cost. Because modern work environments are designed for speed, noise, and constant switching, not depth. And when depth meets chaos, exhaustion is inevitable. Think about a normal workday. Messages popping up, background conversations, meetings that run long, unclear expectations, subtle tension in someone's tone, a task that doesn't quite make sense yet. Most people register these as background noise, but some nervous systems don't discard them. They hold on to them. Each signal stays active. Each inconsistency stays open. Each emotional cue gets logged. By itself, none of this is overwhelming. Together, it becomes an invisible cognitive tax. By noon, you're not tired because you worked harder. You're tired because you processed more. This is where things go wrong. You start interpreting exhaustion as weakness. You push yourself to toughen up. You force more stimulation. You ignore early signs of overload. But this is like blaming a high-resolution camera for capturing too much detail. The problem isn't sensitivity. The problem is exposure without recovery, depth without protection. Here's a better frame. Some systems are built for resilience. Others are built for responsiveness. One survives anywhere. The other thrives under the right conditions. The responsive system is not defective. It's selective. Put it in the wrong environment and it shuts down. Put it in the right one and it outperforms everything else. Your best days weren't accidents. They were moments when the environment finally matched how you process. Let's get concrete. People with high sensitivity tend to share 4 patterns. First, deep processing. You don't rush to conclusions. You simulate outcomes. You notice second-order effects. This is incredible for strategy, quality, and insight, but it struggles in cultures obsessed with speed over clarity. Second, high stimulation awareness. Noise, interruptions, visual clutter, they all consume energy. You're not distracted, you're working harder to stay focused. Third, emotional attunement. You pick up on unspoken dynamics, shifts in mood, unresolved tension. This makes you a strong collaborator, but it drains you faster in emotionally dense roles. Fourth, sensory precision. Light, sound, temperature, movement. These things affect your capacity more than most people realize. Again, not drama. Signal strength. When all 4 combine, burnout isn't a mystery, it's a predictable outcome. Some of you might be thinking, this sounds a lot like ADHD. There is overlap in experience, especially around attention and stimulation. This video isn't about diagnosis. What matters is this: if you relate to the pattern, the strategy still applies. You don't solve this by forcing yourself into constant stimulation. You solve it by redesigning how you work. People often ask, what's the best job for someone like this? That's the wrong question. The same role can feel completely different depending on communication style, meeting culture, noise level, emotional expectations, predictability. A calm team can make a demanding role sustainable. A chaotic team can destroy an otherwise perfect job. The deciding factor isn't the title, it's the ecosystem. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You need to adjust the conditions. Think like a systems designer. Reduce unnecessary input. Protect your visual and auditory space. Control interruptions. Create focus windows. Improve coordination. Clear agendas. Fewer real-time demands. Written communication when possible. Manage emotional load. Build decompression into your day. Don't stack intense interactions without recovery. And most importantly, stop framing boundaries as personal needs. Frame them as quality control. I produce my best work with continuity. This reduces errors. This improves delivery. That language changes everything. If you spend all day in a high-stimulus environment, recovery can't be an afterthought. It has to be built in. Small pauses, physical resets, clear transitions between roles, especially the transition between work and home. Without that buffer, the nervous system never stands down, and fatigue accumulates quietly. If this video resonated, here's what I want you to remember. You're not tired because you're weak. You're tired because you process deeply. You don't fail randomly. You shine when the conditions fit. Your task isn't to become tougher. Your task is to become intentional. Notice what drains you. Notice what stabilizes you. Change one variable at a time. That's how you stop surviving work and start working with your nervous system instead of against it.